Welcome to Flash Tutorial Request 66. Draw lines using ActionScript 3, Part 3. It's a follow-up to Flash Tutorial Request 65, Draw lines using ActionScript 3, Part 2, and that's what I have opened on my computer. Open the Actions panel, and we want to get rid of most of this code. All I want to do is keep the very top line and get rid of all this. So do that and delete it, or you can just comment it out. I'm deleting it, so now all I'm doing is drawing one line. So if I test my movie, I have this one line. I want the line to be much longer, so I want to extend the x coordinates on this particular point here, and let's have them go to 450, and let's have them start at 50. Now let's take a quick look at that, make sure it's what we want. A long blue line. So what we want to do in this tutorial is we want to make that line be drawn on the stage as we see it. So the easiest way is to put the code in and then explain it to you. Let's go up the top here, put an enter in, and type all this code. I'll go through it with you quickly, and then we'll do some more. I'm going to create a variable, var, turns purple. I'm calling it count, C-O-U-N-T, capital C, colon, number, capital N-U-M, and as you start writing it, a drop-down menu will come, and you can select number and press enter. Turns blue, equals 50, semicolon. We want this to happen over every time we enter our frame, and we want this to continue, so we have to make an event listener to do that. Stage, S-T-A-G-E, small s, period, turns blue. Add event listener, small a, capital E, capital L, that turns blue. Open bracket, event, capital E-V-E-N-T, period. This is all capitals. E-N-T-E-R, underscore, F-R-A-M-E, that is all capital letters. And blue, comma, I'm calling it ent frame, E-N-T-F-R-A-M-E, capital E, capital F, that's black. Close bracket, semicolon. This is the function we're calling up, F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N, small f turns purple. Copy ent frame, paste it in here. Open bracket, E, colon, event. You can copy event and paste it in, capital E, it turns blue. Close bracket, colon, void. Void turns the same color as function. Here's the open curly bracket for my function. Eventually down the bottom I'll have a closed curly bracket. In that we're doing an if statement. If, if, open bracket, count, that's this variable, C-O-U-N-T, capital C, is less than, equals to 449, close bracket. So count, less than, equals sign, 449, close bracket. There's the open curly bracket for the if. And in that if, we're going to do two things. Count plus semicolon. That's incrementing it. That's the same variable. We're going to be tracing it. T-R-A-C-E, turns blue. Open bracket, count, close bracket, semicolon. So as this is taking place, we're going to see this count take place. Down here we want the closed curly bracket for the if. So put in that closed curly bracket. And at the end here, after this curly bracket, some more typing. Type. There's that closed curly bracket. We want an else statement. E-L-S-E turns purple. Open curly bracket. Count equals 450. Semicolon. Trace, T-R-A-C-E, turns blue. Open bracket, quotation, end, E-N-D. Close quotations, close bracket, semicolon. There's the closed curly bracket for this else. And there's the closed curly bracket for my stage event listener. So let's go through and see what it does. I have a variable called count. It starts at 50. So I'm going to have this stage event listener that makes this happen over and over again. So when it first starts, count is equal to 50, so this statement, this test is true. Therefore, it does a few things. It increments count. It makes count go from 50 to 51. So copy this word count, and right here, put it in here. Paste it in here. So now, when we start off, count will be 50, and the line will be over here at the 50x. And each time we go through this, that would be at the rate of 24 frames a second, this count will get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the line will get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger until it reaches 449, which is really means it's actually done 450. And at that time, this statement won't be true anymore, so it will stop incrementing, we'll stop drawing, and that's when the else will come in and fix count at 450 and trace end, meaning that our line is finished. So I'm going to do a quick format, and hopefully no major errors. No. And let's see what happens. Test movie test, and there it goes, getting bigger. Over here I'm counting. Counting. We're going to go up to 450, at which time it'll no longer move. There, stop moving. It traces end, and we went as high as, we went up to 450. So you could do this similar, and you could draw a line down, then a line over, and you could draw your triangles or your squares. I hope you learned something from this tutorial, and I hope you use what you learned.